Happy Wednesday night, Thunder Nation. Welcome to the Sooner Surge for a little Thunder Talk, after game Thunder Talk, as the OKC Thunder win 149-106, sitting all of their starters in the fourth quarter. SGA, 34 points, absolutely brilliant tonight. This team had 32 assists, I think. Their assist game was unbelievable. They pushed the tempo. They attacked from the start. Their defense was just stifling. It was suffocating. Jokic was getting shoved around by Jay Will and others. This was the Thunder team that we've seen a lot this year. And anyone who's going to get on here and say that Denver's a better team overall, I'm sorry, they're not. They're not even close to a better team. To talk about the Thunder's youth and inability to win in the playoffs is an absolute horrible take. To talk about how this team shoots too many threes when they shot well over 30 tonight, it didn't matter. They're going to play what they always play. They didn't get it done in game one. They clearly were the better team tonight. I actually thought they were the better team in game one. They just didn't play that well. But 149-106, this thing was absolutely a whipping from start to finish. Okay, this team, you want to know how they responded? Everyone was wondering how they would respond. Attack mode, full attack mode. It was great. This was so fun to watch.
Yeah, it was a statement tonight. They made a statement, and I see you still, man. I need to be on here, buddy. I've heard it from Jeremy all night. And listen, I'm not going to make any excuses. The fact of the matter is, the Thunder came out there and made a statement.
They did.
At the same time, it's 1-1. Denver did what they needed to do. Now, granted, this was a whipping. It's different than a 1-point loss. Thunder came out. Really, the Thunder could have won both games by double digits. I mean, they led 14 in the fourth quarter. They didn't, though.
They're clearly a better team.
I know I said youth. And Jeremy's probably called me and texted me 50 times tonight about youth, okay?
Yeah, the Celtics, they didn't win either.
This is one game that the Thunder can prove it to me in this series. If they go win the series, they will. They'll prove it to me that they are ready to take the next step. That's all I'm saying. I need to see them take the next step.
You said a lot, so be careful.
This was a big step tonight for them.
It was. And something for me that I think just had me feel at ease going into the game tonight. I know, Jeremy, you were nervous, but you're nervous for every single game. Was Shai, after the game, whenever he was asked after game one how they would respond, he said, we're going to have to wait and see, but I know it's going to be fun. And this team tonight,
life's a journey.
It was definitely fun to watch tonight. And I thought the intensity was there. I know people are saying Russ was a punk. He was in a way, but that's who Russ has always been, man. He's the most competitive guy on the court the majority of nights. He shows it more than anyone else does. It's who he was. But
yeah,
you guys talk about it, the way the Thunder dominated. And one thing that they completely got fixed tonight was how much they dominated the glass compared to game one.
Oh, they were
hold on, Jeremy. Can I talk, please? I was just saying that going into game two, that the Thunder, they need to be able to control themselves on the glass. They can't do any of this dumb stuff. Jay, like not jumping for rebounds, not boxing out, doing all this stuff. And they hustled a lot more tonight than they did in game one. Hardenstein, I thought, was an enforcer. Jay Will Shai showed why he's the MVP tonight. Did his thing. I thought, and this was the best single game defensive performance I've seen a team do on Nikola Jokic in a long time. The Thunder, they made things super hard on him. I think he finished with like 17 points, 8 boards, and 6 assists, which is not a good game for Jokic in his terms. So I think that the Thunder, they played phenomenal tonight, and you couldn't ask for anything else.
You can't get too high after this game. And just like
and Jay, stop for a second, because I was getting ready to say. It doesn't make sense. And look, I'm going to call you out. I said going on here, I wasn't going to be.
I don't care if you call me.
I wasn't going to be big bad. I wasn't going to be big bad Jeremy and really go at you.
Big bad Jeremy, cry.
I'm just going to set something straight here before we move on to the rest of the talk. And we got a lot to talk about in this game. Do not say you're not going to. You got to be careful. It's just one game. When you and others were jumping off the ship last week.
I never jumped off the ship.
But what you said was you took it to the other extreme. Just because OKC lost, and really it was a horrific way, they should have won the game. To sit there and make statements like, this team's in trouble after one game. And now when they win a game, you say, well, you can't get too hype after one game. I agree, Jay. You can't get too hype, but you also can't jump off the bandwagon in the ship just because they lost.
First off, I didn't get to finish what I was saying, and if you would have let me, I would have said what I was getting ready to say was just like after the first game, you can't get too low that you lost the game. I'm talking about players, Jeremiah. Fans don't matter. It doesn't matter what I think. It's the players I'm talking about.
Benjamin was one of those the other night. Benjamin and Greg God were, hey, wave the white flag. Listen, guys, true or false, Jay, and I'm asking you personally, and I'm asking Ben, and I'm asking Greg God, and I'm asking everyone the other night who said it. Who's the better team? Let me ask, is it clear who the better team is?
Jeremy, I said before the series the Thunder's a better team. I didn't think that was going to equal a series win, okay?
But here's the thing. You take Russell Westbrook, they don't have a bench. They have no bench players.
No.
That's why you need to continue to push the ball. They push
the worst thing that happened to the Thunder was Jokic fouling out because that moron of a coach was going to still play him in the fourth quarter. This is a total mismatch. This coach for Denver does not belong in the NBA. I'm sorry.
Well, he has to be their coach. So you can say that. I mean, he has no choice. They don't have anyone else. But the Thunder's bench tonight, I want to talk about them for a second because I feel like they might go unsung in this game. 59 bench points from the Thunder's bench.
Oh, it was unbelievable, dude.
Unbelievable. We've talked about the depth that they've had all year. You have 3 to 4 to maybe even 5 guys on the bench that would start on a lot of teams in the NBA. And that's incredible. You don't get that with a lot of teams, especially when it comes to your second unit in the NBA. And the Thunder, they did that thing in which they just dominated. And that's what they've done the majority of the year is they've dominated. Game one, I'll say it. I think game one was a fluke game. I still am confident with the Thunder and 5 pick. I said that on the live even after they lost first game. Thunder and 5.
There's no fluke.
So you're going. So Jackson, you're going with what Sooner Freak 29 said on our earlier live show, and this is how Sooner Freak 29 put it: Gold Nugget, Chicken Nugget.
Yep. Yeah.
Denver Nuggets.
Yeah.
Thunders in 5.
Yes.
Thunder in 5.
Yes. The Thunder, they should not have lost that game.
I'll go 6. I'm not picking them.
It doesn't matter if they should have lost it. They lost it.
I know, Jay. There's
no fluke wins in playoffs, guys. Let's move on. Westbrook was a dog. I'm like, he was hustling all over the place. It was really annoying, some of the stuff, but to me, OKC just got after Jokic physically. Dort was bodying him up. The whole team was. They just had this mindset that we're the better team. We're going to push you around. We got pushed around a little bit. I love the way they responded. I loved how many assists they had. Just great win. Great win, Jay.
Hey, let's open the phone lines. Hey, real quick, though. Did you hear the stat? 3 minutes left in the game. Thunder had 31 assists. Denver 30 made field goals. Crazy. But, hey, the thing is this. Just as – and I am ecstatic over this one. I think they made a statement. But come Friday night, if they lose and down 2-1, guys, you can talk all you want about this game. It's not going to matter. What matters?
You got to win one in Denver.
This series is not over by any means. I don't understand.
Who said it's over?
Jackson just did.
He said he's picking them in 5. Jay.
I'm picking Thunder in 5. Yeah.
You need Thunder winning 4 out of 4 in a row.
No, I don't have them winning 4 in a row. Hey, listen. You've got to split in Denver, and you're right back where you need to be. Split.
Well, hey, let me say this. I don't think you have to split per se. I think you have to win. You do have to split, but I think the key game is game 3. I don't think you need to go down 2-1. I think
obviously you don't.
You need to get up 2-1.
Yeah, and Greg out here, he talks about Jay.
He needs to play more defense.
I do agree. And the thing is, if he's able to consistently hit that 3 like he's been doing for the last 2.5 to 3 months of the season, if teams are just going to sag off of him, if he can hit 2 to 3 3-pointers a game, that's huge.
Well, it is huge.
We're going to get to Platoon. We're going to get to Platoon 20 in a second, but the 3 ball, OKC off the high ball screen, making the J-Dub made 3 or 4 passes. SGA, right. I mean, what they're doing is they're bringing shooters like Joe, like Wiggins, like Dort as screeners instead of bigs and they're making the right pass and they're getting wide open 3 looks. Let's get to Platoon 20.
What's up, Platone?
Hey guys, obviously very encouraged today. You know what made me most proud was not the first half, it was the second half because I was thinking, yeah, we're up a bunch of points, but I was in the back of my mind thinking they're going to start making comeback, they're going to start pushing it down and making it close. And OKC, they held strong the entire second half. I was more proud about that than I was about them getting to a big lead in the first half because them being so young, that's what I feel like, they tend to struggle with. And so I was very happy to see that they kept it going, push hard. I also think that, it's obvious with this team that when guys are hitting their shots, I think they're giving even better effort on defense. I think that's clear. I think we just need to see them give awesome effort even when they're not hitting their shots. That's the thing that sometimes I think plays out a little bit when people are not hitting their shots. Their defensive effort weakens a little bit. If we can continue that strong defensive performance, even when not everybody's not hitting threes and all this stuff, and we're not shooting, 50% or something like that. That's the next step we need to take. But I was very happy with the second half, even more than the first half.
Yeah, and you bring up a good point too in the second half when they had the lead. I was thinking to myself, get Chet out of the game. He was diving on the floor there up 35. The guy was diving.
Love the effort. Love it.
Might need to get them out up 35. But good point.
Hey, Platone's right.
Call.
Hey, Platone's right. They don't have a weakness on defense. I mean, Wallace, Wiggins, maybe when Joe comes in a little bit on defense, but they are so good defensively. Zach had a great point. Christian Braun was horrible tonight. He had wide open 3 after wide open 3 and missed him. Michael Porter Jr. looks like a shell of himself. Part of it has to be the left shoulder injury. He looked like a shell of himself. If those two guys don't play well, they're not winning the series. Aaron Gordon's played out of his mind. Like, he's not going to keep shooting this well. He made one in Jay's face from 3 that was so toughly guarded. Like, he's not going to keep that up.
With the Aaron Gordon stuff, we've seen this with PJ Washington before. I'm just convinced that Gordon's going to continue to hit threes this series. I think that's my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, the other thing is Brown, whatever you want to call him.
Yeah.
Whoever he's guarding, I'm going after him. I'm attacking.
What the Thunder did late, guys, really not late, it was early too, is they get any switch they want. I mean, they had the Joker guarding SJ, and it was SJ put about 3 or 4 guys in a blender in about 4 straight possessions. Just put them in a blender, mixed them around, step back, up and under. He played like the MVP tonight. I know no one's on here saying MVP for SGA like they were for Jokic the other night, but 34 points through 3 quarters. What was he, 12 of 14 from the field? Come on, guys. 8 assists, please. It was a phenomenal performance by SGA. He didn't force anything.
Yeah, but this team's different with big leads, Jerm, than they are tight games. I think.
Come on, Jay.
What? Come on, Jay. What do you mean?
I know what kind of trail you're trying to go down. I'm not going.
Jeremy, it's not worth going down this rabbit hole. We've talked about this 500 times before.
You're implying that this team can't play with close games.
I am not saying. I wasn't even going to say that.
This team plays different with lead.
Hey, and I think this is a great
blew a lead the other night. What do you mean?
This is a great point that I want to make, and you can talk about the Thunder, they have youth, they're inexperienced. Well, something that they're not inexperienced is to seeing these zone defenses. Shai's seen all kinds of different zones thrown at him.
They destroyed the zone.
Yes, no, that's what I was going to say. And them having that experience of seeing that tonight, Jeremy,
they're not going to see it much.
You didn't let me finish, man. It was the point that the Thunder, they were able to just dominate that zone because they've seen these kind of things before. This is something that they're used to, and they're not going to be shocked by any defensive coverage that they see. They're going to continue to do what they do best. And I think this team, I mean, it's a special team for how young that they are. And Jay, you are right. I do think game 3, in my opinion, is the deciding game of the series, but I'm confident that the Thunder.
Wait. So what you're saying is if Thunder lose game 3, you're picking Denver to win the series?
No, I'm not.
But you just said that's a deciding game.
Yeah, and
if it's a deciding game, then whoever wins the game, you're picking the series.
No, that's not what I mean.
What? That's what deciding game is.
Okay, you are right, but that's not what I mean.
Hey, for as much talk as J-Dub and Chet was getting after after missed free throws and other things. They attacked early and often. To me, their mindset going into this game, and really, Dort came out firing. I mean, he wasn't backing away from shots. I think he missed his first two, or he made his second one, and then he made 2 or 3 in a row. And they just kind of started plodding away and building a lead and building and building and building.
Hey, I do think the reason I brought up game 3 earlier is I think if you can go get a double-digit lead in Denver, put them away, get a win in game 3, I think then you kind of have very good control of the series. And then game 4 would be a toss-up. And if you went at it, I mean, you could easily just wrap the series up there first game back in OKC. But if you lose game 3 on Friday, then we're all going to be sitting around the live thinking, is this series going to go to Denver? I mean, up 2-1. I mean, so that's all I'm saying. All I'm saying, if you talk to anybody, any of the players in the NBA that play in playoffs and do good and win championships, they say you can't get too high or too lows after games.
There's not one player on the OKC Thunder, if you interviewed in this locker room, who would agree with Mark Daigneault's decision in game 1. They could have locked up Denver on that last possession. They should have done it. I hate speaking back on game 1. It's just very frustrating.
It was a weird game all around.
It's a very frustrating decision. And that could haunt them all offseason if they don't win this series. If it goes to 7, they lose it. Because that game they had.
But the thing is, as much as everybody, I mean, you say it could haunt them, are they not going to be about a 10-point favorite in every game against this team?
I don't know if they'll be a 10-point favorite, but they're the clear favorite, yes.
I mean,
Einhart was great. At one point early, he had 12 and 8. He had the teardrop going. He had several assists. I think he had 5 or 6 assists tonight. Great passes. They had more dunks tonight. I mean, they had a lot of dunks tonight.
Hey, Jay Will, how many minutes do you think? 10 minutes? 7?
For what?
For him to play
Per game? I think
7.
I'm a fan of what Mark Daigneault did tonight and subbing him early and allowing him to impose his physicality early and to give Hartenstein that early rest. I think that was key, and he really set the momentum for the game. So I think you kind of ride with how the momentum of the game is going, Jay, when you sub him in early. I wouldn't say I have an exact answer for that. If he comes into the game and if he's knocking down open threes, I think you can play him 10 to 15 minutes. But if he's not hitting his open threes, I don't know if you can keep him out there.
Well, I mean, you guys can – I know y'all can – you like to get on me about this youth thing, but y'all flip-flop more than a bunch of people on a beach. I've seen more flip-flops from you guys.
From me and Jeremy?
Well, it's just like tonight. It's like I saw the text thread about Isaiah Joe. I mean, guy was on fire. It's like last game was like, bench him, never play him. He stinks. I mean.
No, I'll tell you exactly what I said about Joe, and I'll say it tonight. I haven't changed my opinion on him. Wiggins gives you more than Joe. In my opinion.
I've said the same thing.
Wiggins can do everything Joe can do and more. So if I'm giving minutes to one of the two, it's Wiggins. He's way more of a hustler. His defense is better. He's a better rebounder. Now, if you want pure shooter, I guess it's Joe, but there's no way in heck I'm picking Joe over Wiggins if I had to choose a guy. So I still say it, Jay. You're wrong.
Hey, I got to Steeler, man. I got to kind of banter back and forth here because how is the youth comment just weak? It's a fact of NBA basketball. I don't understand
how it played out this year.
How's it not played out this year? Except
Boston has a lot of experience, and they're down 0-2.
Boston's the only team, Jerm.
Your point the other night.
The Cavs
your point the other night was all the old teams are winning.
Jeremy, the Knicks have experience too. Brunson and them, they were.
The Cavs have some experience.
No, the answer is no to this. Now that's a Mark Daigneault decision. That's not the youth.
It's analytics, and I hate it.
I agree. Hot take, Wiggins. Bishop says hot take, Wiggins might be better than Dub. The thing is, he hasn't.
I would say he's not better than Dub, but he is not far off.
No. Hey, and I know a lot of people are concerned about the Celtics being down 0-2. I know a lot of people are writing the Celtics off. I wouldn't get too far ahead of myself just yet
I think the Knicks are pretty good, though, Jackson.
I do think the Knicks are a good team. I think the Celtics, Jason Tatum, he's one of the most disrespected and underrated, and one of the most underrated players in the NBA for how good of a player he is. I think that the Celtics, I'm just saying, I would not be shocked if they come back and win that.
Well, they have that championship, credentials. We'll see.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm not sounding the alarm on the youth as far as like the first game. I mean, I didn't say it was all youth. I know Mark blew the game, but I think there were some issues with the Thunder in game 1 that you could chalk up to youth. I do.
How many threes did the Thunder shoot game 1?
Down the stretch, the way their shot selection wasn't good. The other thing is this. You had Chet missed 2 free throws. I mean, I'm just saying there were some things that you could say that could have been a youth thing.
How many threes did they shoot game 1 versus game 2?
The Thunder? You want me to look?
Yeah. How many did they shoot game 1?
And y'all are right about this. The Celtics live and die by the 3. Chris and Aaron, they live and die by the 3, period. They absolutely
were 16 of 36 tonight.
They were 15 of 43 in game 1, so 7 less threes attempted and 1 more made.
And they didn't play any starters the fourth quarter. They would have shot over 43 tonight too.
Hey, maybe more rust than youth. We'll find out if they dominate next game. I'm with Steelerman here. We agree, Steelerman. I don't care if he's open or not. He can't. What did he shoot tonight? 9?
He was 2 of 9, and only one was a bad. One was a bad look. That's
Too many.
Jay,
didn't affect the game, did it, Jay? Didn't affect the game, did it?
It doesn't matter. It's too many threes,
In the second quarter, there were some threes that Dort shot. I was like, I'm not.
If he's wide open, I don't mind him shooting any of them.
Hey, Chris, I don't know if you're a Dallas Cowboy fan, but it's also a great day for the Cowboys. George Pickens. Love it.
Chris, I agree. Wiggins just gives you so much. He's an above-the-rim guy. He's an absolute hustler, all those things. Caruso barely played any minutes tonight.
Well, why waste his time? I wouldn't.
Yeah, they're going to be I think they're going to go game 3. You're going to see guys play way more minutes because they know how much it's going to take. And Denver's going to do the same because Denver doesn't have a bench.
How many teams have come back from 0-2 and won this series? I think probably a good handful from 0-2.
Yeah. There's been a good amount that came back from 3-1 too.
Maybe 0-2 on the road or 0-2 at home. That could be a different story. But
do you guys think that Golden State's going to take that series versus the Timberwolves?
I think it'll go 7. I don't know who's going to win it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Austin's got Thunder in 6. That's what I got. I got Thunder in 6 as well.
I think you're looking – if the Thunder win, I think they're going to be playing Golden State.
Golden State strikes more fear in me than Denver does as a Thunder fan.
I would agree. I'd rather face the T-Wolves.
I do agree.
Yeah, not me. I don't.
And you know my reason why, so I'm not going to say it.
Dude, Steph Curry, I don't want anything to do with him.
I don't want any part of Curry. He's a killer, man, as far as like Thunder.
You can lock him down.
No, you cannot guard Steph Curry, bro.
You can't. The Thunder have an advantage because they can switch everything.
Did you see Asar Thompson, or is it Asar Amin, whatever, trying to guard Steph, dude? He was having some difficult times.
Wait, did they announce this? I thought he was day-to-day.
Curry's at the next game. I don't know about after that.
He has a grade 1 sprain in the usual. That takes 7-10 days to heal.
But I will tell you guys, the hamstring doesn't just heal up.
No. You could easily re-bother it. So 13 teams come back from 3-1, Austin.
I mean, this was a look. To me, guys, OKC wins tonight by 43. They beat Memphis by 50. Like, someone asked earlier about this team versus the team with KD. OKC Thunder, we're not doing that with that team.
No, this team has way more depth in that team. Way more depth.
Way more depth.
And way better shooters. If you remember right on that team, outside of KD
and Harden,
who were you worried about for 3?
Harden, maybe, but
Derek Fisher.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. They didn't have a whole lot of shooters on that team. You remember Andre Robertson?
He was the defensive specialist, but this team has defensive specialists.
They're kind of treating Dort like that. They're just letting him shoot it.
Oh, he's way better than Andre Robertson.
No, but the defense.
What did he have? 12 or 14 points tonight?
But I'm saying they're treating him that way. They're just
Yeah,
letting
they are.
him shoot.
They're sagging off. Well, the thing is, if you're a defensive coach, Jay and Jeremy, everyone, you guys should have the same answer. Are you going to allow Shai to attack downhill, or are you going to give up the open three to Dort? I'm giving up the open three to Dort.
Oh, all day long.
So
this was true. I mean, Braun had like 2 or 3 wide open looks. He didn't make them. The Thunder were making them. And once it started building, it was just kind of snowballed and it was over. But they never could really make a run. They got it down to 24 in the second quarter, whatever it was. They could not make a run.
yeah.
And that's why I think if the Thunder have a good first quarter at Denver, I mean, they allowed 149 tonight. If they put up 30 in the first quarter, 35, Denver's going to start wondering if they can stop this team. That's what's going to happen.
I don't think they can stop this team if this team runs the ball and pushes it. I don't.
The only team that can beat the Thunder is the Thunder. Jeremy, me and you both have said that. There's no team in the NBA that's better than the OKC Thunder.
I heard Detroit better than Ibaka and Perk. Yeah. Just had a flashback of Lillard draining a half-court three and waiting bye by the Thunder. Don't bring that up.
Blake, all I know is it's going to be awesome if it happens. I just can't wait for it if it happens.
I will be at the parade, definitely.
Long way to go, guys, to get to
long way to go, but guess who's going to be here covering it all?
Sooner Surge.
The Sooner Surge. Hey,
14 wins away.
Yep, that's right. That's almost getting single digits. Friday night is the next game, guys. That's going to be even later. Thunder Talk, because it starts at 9 o'clock instead of 8:40 or whatever. So, but hey, it's never too late to be on the Sooner Surge. We'll be here. Win or lose, we'll be here to cover it. Thanks for watching tonight. A lot more positivity in the chat tonight. No one calling out anything in here, so it's been a little chill tonight. Surprise! I was pumped up, man, ready to rock and roll, but pretty chill here. Best team in the Sonic Thunder history, I think it is. I do think it is the NIL Commish. Guys, thanks for watching. Please, please, please. I don't know how many likes we have, but the Thunder had 30-something assists. At least hit the like before you leave. At least hit the like. This was the Thunder playing their style. You're right, Ron H. That's exactly what this was tonight. This was not a response. It was the Thunder playing Thunder basketball. They get it done. They've been the best team both games. They just didn't win the first one. And now they got to go on the road to Denver and get it done in game 3. Hey, thanks for watching. Hit the like before you leave. Appreciate everyone that's part of our community here at the Sooner Surge. And we'll see you next time.